Good morning, everyone. Bon matin à tous. For those who do not know me, my name is Davy Sabourin, and I use he, him pronouns. And I'm here today on behalf of United Way East Ontario. I am a former community builder myself and currently serve as a policy analyst with the Federal Anti-Racism Secretariat, all while continuing to work closely with communities in various volunteer capacity for the promotion and protection of 2S LGBTQ+ rights and human rights more broadly speaking. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to note that although we are gathered virtually today on Turtle Island, United Way East Ontario's offices located in the Ottawa region are seated on the unceded and unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation, whose presence here reaches back to time immemorial. Each and every day, we must gratefully and respectfully honor the fact that we live, work, and play on this land, and we invite everyone to commit to the principles of truth and reconciliation. Thank you all so much for joining us. Some of you may be a little confused as to why we're all gathered together on this Zoom call with a bunch of strangers. Let me explain. But first, if you feel comfortable, we'll ask that everyone on this call turns on their video if possible, but keep themselves on mute. We do have a number of Zoom bouncers on this call who will mute you if your audio accidentally turns on. Nous sommes ici aujourd'hui pour rendre hommage à des gens qui ont redonné à leur communauté, et ce, de façon très incroyable. Ces gens ont fait de leur communauté un meilleur endroit pour toute personne, même lorsque ces personnes éprouvaient eux-mêmes les répercussions de situations difficiles. Centraide souhaite bâtir des communautés plus fortes et plus sécuritaires pour tout le monde, chose qui serait impossible sans le soutien de bénévoles dévoués, de chefs communautaires et de ferventes personnes militantes. United Way East Ontario honors our community's outstanding volunteers through our Community Builder Award program, celebrating those organizations, partnerships, agencies, neighborhood groups, and individuals who work tirelessly and collaboratively to make our communities better for everyone. So we are here today to celebrate a number of people who have given back to their communities in many, many, many amazing ways. Today, I'm proud to let you know that we're gathering with our friends at Capital Pride and GenNext East Ontario for a very special edition of our Community Builders Award. Joined by everyone here who all have a special connection to our recipients, today we'll be recognizing people who have worked tirelessly to make our communities safer, healthier, and more accepting of 2S LGBTQ+ communities, and who have gone above and beyond and continue to go above and beyond to make our region a better place in which to live, to work, and even raise a family. The people we are celebrating today are community leaders, fearless advocates, and supporter of queer communities, and have stepped up to demonstrate a local love that has not gone unnoticed. In normal times, I would be giving this speech at an event where we're all gathered together, and I would ask community builders to come join me at the front of the event. However, since I can't do that, I have the pleasure to letting you all know today on this Zoom call that we'll be presenting 5 wonderful individuals with a Community Builder Award. As many of you may know, the month of August is recognized and celebrated as Capital Pride here in Ottawa. United Way has a long-standing relationship with Capital Pride, and we're so thrilled to be partnering with Capital Pride and today's event sponsor, GenNext East Ontario, for this very special edition of the Community Builders Award. Before we begin, however, I'd like to invite Osmel Gueramains, the current Executive Director of Capital Pride, to tell us a bit more about Capital Pride, its significance in the region, and maybe even a little sneak peek about what's planned for this year's festival. Over to you, Oz.
Thank you so much, Davey. Happy Pride, folks. My name is Osmel Gueramains. I use the pronouns he, him, and his, and I am the Executive Director of Capital Pride. I want to say thank you so much to United Way and GenNext for partnering with us for Pride especially, but not only for Pride Month, but throughout the year. Both United Way and GenNext will be providing support for various programming for Pride, though it be the Educate series or the Our Voices series that will be happening in the fall, all the way till next year Pride. I want to say thank you for that. And I want to congratulate all those folks who are here right now, who are recipients of this wonderful, wonderful award, the Community Builder Award. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what's happening with Capital Pride. This year, we're doing a hybrid form of festival, you might say. We're doing both virtual and in person. So we kick off the whole week with a drag brunch that's happening at the Queen Street Fair, hosted virtually by Lala Ree and in person by Scarlett Bobo. And we end off the week with a huge, spectacular event that's happening at Lansdowne Park, where folks are able to come enjoy various performers and then just feel the magic of being queer and being happy. I want to say again, thank you for joining us today. I want to say thank you to Davey, and I want to say again, thank you to the folks at United Way and GenNext for providing a space and providing our voices to support folks who look like us, folks who live as tous LGBTQ, their pride, their truth. I love it. Bon fierte.
Thank you, Osmel, for this wonderful message of hope and excitement for what's to come for Capital Pride this year. Also, thanks for letting us know about all the great work that Capital Pride does for 2S LGBTQ+ communities. But before you go, I have a little surprise to let you in on. Without further ado, I'm excited to let you all know that Osmel Guerra-Mains is actually today's first Community Builder Award recipient. Congratulations.
Okay, you're lying. No.
I will ask, however, for everyone to hold their applause until the end. And let me first tell you a bit about today's first recipient, Osmel. As the current executive director of Capital Pride, Osmel, a proud Afro-Latino queer man, was actually secretly nominated by his team at Capital Pride. Jaden, his nominator, refers to Osmel as being patient, kind, and always willing to take the time to listen and impart wisdom. Osmel is a social justice activist with a focus on enhancing the inclusion of marginalized voices. A natural leader, a mentor, Osmel cares immensely for his community and is tirelessly working for new ways to engage with his community, and always ensures that he provides a voice to all equity-deserving communities, especially to LGBTQ+ folks. Jaden notes that Osmel's work is especially important as it helps other young queer people who may be struggling with their identities realize that they too can lead their truth boldly and authentically. Osmel has created and fostered some incredible spaces for 2S LGBTQ+ communities in our region and beyond, from organizing the summer and winter pride programming, even in the midst of a pandemic, to creating the first ever Queer and Black History Month engagement. Osmel's done it all. He has also created anti-oppression and queer and trans competency training, which he provides to schools, businesses, and organizations to help make their spaces more inclusive and equitable. Outside of Capital Pride, Osmel has done a great deal of work to support 2S LGBTQ+ communities, including serving as the chair of the Albolesico campaign, the Diversity and Inclusion Board member of the Ottawa Festival Network, Executive Director of Community, British Columbia's Queer, Trans, and Two-Spirit Resource Center, and General Manager of Pride in Art Society Queer Arts Festival. In 2020, Osmel was also featured in CBC's Ottawa Proud to Shine digital series and was profiled in the Ottawa Citizen, where he told the special story of his own individual path to pride. Osmel, this Pride Month, we couldn't think of a more fitting person to call a community builder. Personally, as a former colleague and now a great friend, I am so delighted and proud that your meaningful and impactful work for 2S LGBTQ+ communities is being recognized. I'm even getting a bit emotional. Everyone, we're going to unmute you all, and please join me in giving a huge round of applause to United Way's newest community builder, Osmel.
Girl, this is not, I did not expect this. I'm thinking I'm gonna come in and say my little presentation and then just leave. Wow.
Well, congratulations, Osmel. I was gonna ask, did we surprise you? But I think you just mentioned that we did. So mission accomplished. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah. I want to just say thank you to Jaden, Natalie, and Tate. Surprised? I'm like, I didn't expect that. I do work just because I think it's there to provide space and support to folks within our communities. I never look to be Praise for it. I just assume that that's what folks in our societies need to do, is providing space and a voice. I have goosebumps right now because I didn't expect it, because I'm like 5 recipients. I'm like, I thought they said it was just 4 or 3 or something like that. I don't know. And then it's just like, I'm like, okay, I'll just go with the flow, I guess. But I want to say thank you. I definitely want to say thank you to my team. And I don't want to say that it's all me. Like it's a team. So folks like Davey, who was the chair last year, folks who are like Jaden and Natalie and Tate, who comes together to provide all these programming. And not only that, but folks like Toby and the board. And I just want to say thank you. It's like I did not expect this at all. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time because I feel like I'm gonna eventually cry.
Well, again, Oz, thank you for all you do to make our communities a better place, and for having witnessed the amount of work you put in. It's extremely well deserved. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Up next, I am pleased to let you all know our second Community Builder Award recipient is none other than Pearly Pukano. Pearly is constantly doing work in her community and producing content to uplight and highlight equity deserving groups, whether it be for racialized, Indigenous, to LGBTQ+ communities, or at their intersections, as well as other equity deserving communities. Being a queer woman of color from a marginalized community herself, she is able to identify gaps and assess needs on a community level. Pearly brings together marginalized voices and invites them to shape a community that is truly inclusive and safe. Her work is more than about having a seat in places where Black, Indigenous, and other racialized peoples aren't traditionally welcomed in. It's about building and sustaining a community where people feel safe, acknowledged, and celebrated. For Pearly, this has meant creating resources when they don't exist and providing a network of resources where people can not only thrive, but continue to support and uplift each other. According to her nominator, Andy, Pearly's biggest accomplishment has been organically creating Colors of Mama, a safe and inclusive community for mamas of color to be seen, heard, and celebrated, which Pearly founded after she noticed the lack of inclusivity in mothering spaces in Ottawa. Pearly has also been recognized by multiple South Asian organizations for her efforts in dismantling misogyny, violence, and harm against racialized women and to LGBTQ+ folks in the South Asian community. She has also recently recognized as CBC Ottawa Trailblazer for her work with Colors of Mama, and even featured in numerous panels, most recently with CBC and Creative Mornings Ottawa. Pearly continues to uplift and support members of equity deserving groups by creating the Gaia Tribe podcast, the first podcast in South Asian community to tackle taboo topics, and creates a space and time for learning, openness, self-love, and balance. To the Gaia Tribe podcast, Pearly offers healing through storytelling and is fearless in her pursuit of uplifting voices and using the privilege that she has to open doors for her peers. Overall, Pearly's commitment to supporting the most marginalized in her community makes her an incredibly deserving recipient of United Way's Community Builder Award. All right, everyone, please unmute yourself and join me in giving a big round of applause to Pearly.
Congratulations.
Amazing. Congratulations. That's amazing. Congratulations, Pearly. Would you like to share a few words with the crowd?
So sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to unmute over a year into the pandemic. I'm so surprised and just so grateful. I'm shaking a little bit, and I also see that my parents are on the call, and sorry. I've had people ask me in the past, you know, like, you do things, what do you do it for? And like Osmel had said, we don't do it for recognition. My work is kind of inner child self-centered, where I just do things that she would have needed, or, you know, children like her would have needed, and youth like her would have needed, and now even mothers. So I'm just grateful. And Mom and Dad, thanks for coming. People have asked if my parents know what I do, and I'm always like, I don't think so. So thank you. Oh my God, I'm ugly crying on Zoom.
Congratulations, Pearly, and thank you for all you do. Very well deserved. Okay, moving on. Next up, I'm happy to let you all know that Ali Abdul is our next Community Builder Award recipient. Ali is a 2-hour certified yoga teacher with a passion for helping people feel at home in their bodies and meeting people where they are at. Her practice is rooted in accessibility and grounding. She truly believes that yoga is for everybody and every body. In addition to offering online classes, Ali spends a lot of her time working with Warrior Yoga, an international not-for-profit with a mission to make yoga accessible for all. At Warrior Yoga, Ali serves as the leader of the 2S LGBTQ Serving Spectrum Committee and the BIPOC Committee, sits on the board of directors, and even offers and facilitates workshops. She works to create safe and fun spaces for all people to practice yoga and go deeper into their personal practice. Ali runs and coordinates events for both the BIPOC and Spectrum committees, develops content and programming, including a diversity and inclusion program for local yoga studios, and engages with clients and partners directly in all of her work. As a leader of 2 communities, Ali organizes and delegates work to several other volunteers on the team, and even outreaches to local 2S LGBTQ+ and Black, Indigenous, and other racialized community-focused organizations to engage with Warrior Yoga's important work and build strong partnerships. After only a couple of years after becoming a yoga teacher, Ali has created and provided so much space and programming for communities that are often underrepresented in the yoga and fitness industry. Her classes are inclusive of all races, all body types, genders, and sexualities. Ali's nominator, Sierra, tells us that besides being a leader and advocate in her community, Ali has always had a ton of fun to work with. For the Warrior Yoga Pride event called Dancing Queens, Ali single-handedly recruited 4 local drag queens to perform and showcase queer culture and talent at the virtual event. When she's not on the mat, you can find Ali at her day job, working as a policy analyst with Health Canada. Thanks to Ali's ambitious and welcoming spirit, she is able to foster safe and inclusive spaces wherever she goes. Let's all give a big round of applause to our next community builder, Ali.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ali. Would you like to say a few words?
Wow, thank you so much. I was not expecting this at all. This means a lot. And I think kind of like what Pearly had said earlier, it's like, you don't do this for the recognition, you do it to help, that inner child that would have needed something like this. And then the other folks in the community that need something like this as well. So to be recognized, I super appreciate it. So thank you so much. And thank you to the community, the queer community in Ottawa, and also to my Warrior Yoga family. There are so many of you on the call, and I would not be here without all of you. So thank you so much.
Well done, Ali, and congratulations again. And now, without further ado, and last but certainly not least, our final community builders of the day are none other than Kayla and Jenna Spagnoli, more formally known as the Feminist Twins. The Feminist Twins work with the community to share resources, information, and promote community collaboration. At first, the twin did this work virtually all through social media, and with support of their communities, they were able to pivot to creating in-person community events and welcoming spaces for Black, Indigenous, and other racialized 2S LGBTQ+ peoples, as well as other equity-deserving groups in our region. You likely know the Feminist Twins from some of their accessible and progressive events like the annual Feminist Fair, the non-heteronormative Valentine's Craft Nights, card or poster making nights with local advocacy groups like the Ottawa Coalition to End Violence Against Women and the Ottawa Women's March, or any of their sober dance parties or networking workshops. For each and every of the twins hold, they make sure that work with leaders and members from their communities, they are amplifying or aiming to serve to garner interest or need, build consensus, get buy-in from other local community groups, and foster a good rapport with all. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, Jenna and Kayla collaborated with their community to create Pride, Pride, No Prejudice Fair, a reoccurring virtual craft and community fair for socially conscious. The fair prioritizes equity deserving and progressive creators, highlights community resources, and aims to build community through the sharing of art, supporting artists, and dissemination of resources. With the success of the Pride No Prejudice Fair in November 2020, Caitlin Ray and Ifs and Ands or Buttons, who coincidentally happens to be the Feminist Twins nominator, took over the event and launched a second market in April 2021, featuring more than 60 progressive vendors, community groups, and workshops, all of which are local. Caitlin Ray knows that Kayla and Jenna do and have always done this work freely. They refuse, despite urges of many collaborators and fellow community members, to pay themselves for their tireless work. Back in January of this year, Jenna and Kayla decided to take a step away from Feminist Twins and held one final virtual hangout in spirit of International Women's Day, focused on centering community care and honor feminist organizing in and around our region. While the Feminist Twins collectively may no longer exist, the impact of Kayla and Jenna's work will continue to inspire and uplift advocates for years to come. We wouldn't think of a better time to honor them for all they've done and continue to do for our communities. All right, folks, let's all unmute and give the Feminist Twins a big round of applause.
Yay! Congratulations.
Congratulations. Again, a big congratulations to Kayla and Jenna. I'll invite you to say a few words if you'd like.
Kayla, do you want to go first or should I?
No, I was going to say you go first.
Caitlin Ray, thank you so much for nominating us. Like truly, I am shaking right now. I'm at work. I like snuck away for a second thinking.
I also snuck away. Sorry.
Thinking that we're just going to have like a little, like, I don't know, like Zoom meeting. So I'm just, and Davey, thank you so much too for reading that great summary of some of our work. Like hearing it back is just like, yeah, it's very emotional, and being recognized for an award today is just, it's so amazing. And I just want to say that I think when me and Kayla started Feminist Twins many years ago, we did it out of a desire to make Ottawa a more inclusive space for everyone and a welcoming space and see events that people see themselves reflected in. And to be recognized today is just such an honor and privilege. And I really want to thank everyone so much.
Yeah, ditto for what Jenna just said. Jenna said it really well. Kayla Ray just said that Kayla made it so hard to get you here. Yeah, I know. It was hard because Kayla Ray didn't tell me what today was about. And I'm like, what if there's a fire at work? Not like a literal fire, because I do work in anti-human trafficking, and often I'm pulled away to do whatever's needed to do. So anyway, so yeah, I am really grateful that there's no fires at the moment. I also just, again, want to shout out Caitlin Ray and some of our friends and colleagues on this call today. And I also want to give just a shameless shout out to Pride Not Prejudice, because I saw there's going to be a third one in November, and everyone should check it out because it's going to be very sweet. And I'm very proud of Caitlin Ray for what she's accomplished on her own, and what she's done for this community as well. Like super I don't know, sorry, I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting anything, so I really, I don't know. Anyways, I'm muting myself because I'm just going to keep mumbling.
Thank you.
Well, of course, and congratulations again, and for all the work that you've done. Well, everyone, that's our award presentation for today. All of today's recipients prove that there are heroes around us every single day, and that no good deed is too small. Au nom de tout le monde, ici à Centraide de l'Est de l'Ontario, Fait dans la capitale et GenNext de l'Est de l'Ontario, nous souhaitons remercier toutes les personnes qui ont pris le temps de se joindre à nous aujourd'hui virtuellement. Vous avez été ici avec cœur pour vos communautés, pour appuyer les récipiendaires, donc merci de vous être rejoints à nous. On behalf of the folks at United Way East Ontario and Capital Pride, I would like to thank everyone who took the time out of their busy days to join us today for this celebration of community and local love. A big thank you also goes to today's event sponsor, GenNext East Ontario. To learn more about GenNext work supporting the next generation of young philanthropists in our region, visit gennexteo.com, and something will be in the chat so you can click on that. Osmel, Pearly, Ali, Jenna, and Kayla, I'm happy to tell you that United Way has a permanent display at the city halls in Prescott Russell, Ottawa, Renfrew County, and Lanark County called Community Builder Wall of Inspiration. Your names will be added to the display forever, alongside other incredible volunteers, community builders, and local heroes, whenever it is that we are all able to gather safely together again. Additionally, we have a plaque for you to commemorate your tireless commitment to others. Unfortunately, I can't give you the plaque here today, but the United Way team is working hard to get it to you in the coming weeks. Finally, I'm happy to let everyone know that United Way's Community Builder Award program continues to accept nominations all year round. If you've been inspired by the great acts of love that we've witnessed today at today's awards presentation, and if you know other local heroes who deserve recognition, I encourage you all to submit a nomination at the link pasted in the chat for you all. All right, folks, thanks again to every single nominator, friend, colleague, family member who joined today's call and made it happen. Congratulations again to all of you, and thank you for showing your local love in such an amazing way. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Candace. I'm from the United Way team. Before we leave, can we unmute ourselves one last time and give Davy a big round of applause?
Yay.
Thank you, Davy. Thank you so
Davy.
much.
That was so well done.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor.
Everyone, we can't thank you enough for making some time to join us today for the celebration. It is, I know, a surprise for a lot of you, but we couldn't think of a better time, especially during Pride Month, than to honor all of the amazing recipients on today's call. I have posted the link to our Community Builder Awards nomination into the chat. If you know a fellow nominee or a person who deserves recognition, please do think of recognizing them with this recognition at the link in the chat. We'd love to recognize even more local heroes like all of the folks we had on this call today. Thank you again so much for your time, Davy, all of our recipients. I'll be in touch soon, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.